Hi, I'm Nancy Dykeman, and a lot of people are asking themselves right now, can I afford to buy a median-priced home in the United States? Now, depending what area you're in, there's going to be a big difference in the median-priced home. But across the nation, the median-priced home right now is $350,300. Now, in our area, it's only a little over $200,000. I'd like to know what it is in your area, the median priced home. So if you'd be kind enough to comment in below and tell me what the median priced home is in your area, that would be helpful. If you're buying a home and the median price is $350,300 in your area, and you were getting a conventional mortgage and putting 20% down, your mortgage is going to be $280,240. So if you're getting a 30-year fixed rate of 3.25%, that principal and interest is only going to be $1,219.62. But you're going to have to add in insurance and you're going to have to add in taxes, and that is also going to vary in your area. In our area, I've estimated the insurance at about $150 and the taxes at about $300 a month. So the payment is going to be $1,669.02. So that's what you could buy with a 20% down payment if you buy a $350,000 home in today's market with a mortgage of $280,000. So on $50,000 a year, if you have 45% debt ratio, and that would include your house payments and any other debt that you may have, which if you're going to make $50,000 a year and try to qualify for this mortgage, it's probably not going to work, because if you have other debt, that has to be included in your debt ratio. Your debt ratio on average should be 45%, including your car payments, credit card payments, and your mortgage or any other debt that you have. So not to exceed 45%. But if you have a very good credit score and you have cash reserves, a good mortgage lender can push that up to about 49%. So you could actually have debt of 49% of that income, which would be about $25,000 a year. But that would include your monthly mortgage payment, including taxes and insurance, and any other debt you would have. But if you have no debt, $50,000 a year income is easily going to qualify you for this mortgage. There again, your taxes and your insurance are going to vary slightly, and sometimes more than slightly, in different parts of the country. Now, what kind of credit score do you need to qualify for this? We see a lot of sites that say you can do it with as little as a 620 credit score. But the average credit score is actually over 700, and the average over the last 2 years is 717. And the average this year, I was told by a mortgage lender, was like up to 740. So good credit scores can get good mortgages. The lower your credit score, the higher that interest rate is going to jump up, because the risk is higher and it's going to make the payment higher. So let's figure that you've got a 700 or better credit score, no other debt. You can get a $350,000 house if you have a 20% down payment, and your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance are going to be somewhere between $1,600 and $1,700 a month. Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So homes are still fairly affordable. Now let's look at a couple of other things. What other things do you have to have? What other qualities do you have to qualify for that mortgage? You've got to be on the same type of job for at least 2 years. That's a biggie. They're going to require some cash reserves in the bank. So you're going to have extra cash besides the 20% down payment. Now, you can get a family member to gift you a down payment. That's a possibility that the mortgage company will allow. I'm not saying you can, but if you have access to that, you can get a gift from a family member, or you can get a co-borrower who's going to put up the down payment for the money. So either way is okay, or perhaps you have a 401k that you could borrow against. So you can borrow against your 401k or your IRA and make that down payment and pay it back over time. That's another way that people get that down payment to get into a house. Here's some interesting statistics that we found doing this study to see what people are actually making in the United States right now as a median income. And what we found that in 2017, the U.S. median family income, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, was $73,891. So That was from the U.S. Census Bureau, and that was in 2017. We just found in the Bureau of Labor Statistics for the first quarter of 2021, which is pretty current information, that men were actually had a median income of $1,080 a week, and women had a median income, a weekly income of $898. So an average family income now, or a median family income, may be as high as over $100,000 at this time. So incomes seem to have risen, maybe not quite as in balance as what houses have risen, but it looks like the median income, using these statistics, has risen since 2017. The reason we only did conventional mortgage examples today is because a lot of VA and FHA buyers are not able to bid on homes because of the appraisal contingencies that are necessary in those types of mortgages. So we suggest, if at all possible, if you want the home of your dreams, or you're trying to buy a home and you're losing out a little bit in the bidding wars, it's because a lot of sellers and a lot of realtors are saying FHA and VA is a little scary. Do I think that's fair? No, I don't. I think it's very unfair, especially to veterans who have worked very hard to have the status of the VA benefits. But it's just a fact of life right now when people are having multiple offers on their houses. Could this soften over the year? It could. I would say don't give up on trying to buy a house. If you can go conventional, it might be a good idea to do that right now. You could always go back later and refinance VA or FHA, and we have had some people buying conventional with that intention. So it's a good alternative for you to consider if you can find a way to do it. Do I think it's a good time to buy a house? I absolutely do. And it's not just because I'm in real estate. It's because I know that your payment that you would pay on a $350,000 house is way lower than you can rent that same house for. And people are paying this price in rent for homes that are not nearly as nice as those $350,000 homes in our area. You can barely get 1,400 square feet for $1,500 right now in a rental home. So why not buy? Why not go ahead and find a way to make it happen for yourself? If you've got a decent credit score and you've got a decent job and you're making an average wage or a median wage, yes, I think it's still a good time to buy, because you've got that rate for 30 years or as long as you want to stay in that house. They're not going to increase it on you. Rents are increasing. And as we become more of a rental economy, rents are going to increase even more, because there's large companies that are buying homes because they know those rents are going up. So there's large people on Wall Street, BlackRock and Fundrise, that are buying entire communities right now so that they can rent them out to you at high rates. So in self-defense, I think it's a great time to buy a home. And what do you think? I'd love your comments in the comment section below. And if you would, subscribe to my video and hit the notification button, and I'll be bringing you up-to-date information every week. Thank you so much.